Be me, 52F, living in a sprawling metro area on the East Coast. Director of brand strategy, work at a legacy publishing house, spent my entire 20s and 30s fighting for a seat at the table, believe firmly that the measure of a human being is their intellect and their job title. Married to Daniel, 54M. Daniel is a CPA, quiet, unassuming, pathologically non-confrontational. He's the supportive partner I always said I wanted, which really just means he folds laundry and doesn't challenge my opinions. I run the house, the finances, and the social calendar. Honestly, I run Daniel too. We have one son, William. William was born when I was 32, right after my first major promotion. From the moment the stick turned pink, I had a plan. He wasn't just a child, he was a project. I wanted to raise the antidote to toxic masculinity. No toy guns, no violent video games, no roughhousing. His nursery was neutral tones, filled with educational puzzles and books about emotional intelligence. I wanted a scholar, an artist, a diplomat, someone who would sit in a corner office and make decisions that shaped the world. I didn't want him to have calluses. I wanted him to have a portfolio. Flash forward to William's childhood. The plan hits reality hard. William is 8. I buy him a chemistry set and a violin. He ignores them. Instead, he's obsessed with the vacuum cleaner, not using it, dissecting it. Come home one Tuesday to find the Dyson in 100 pieces on the living room rug. Screws everywhere, motor exposed. I freak out. William, that is a $600 machine. What is wrong with you? He's covered in dust bunnies and grease, holding a screwdriver like it's Excalibur. Looks up at me with these bright, curious eyes. It was making a whining noise, Mum. I fixed it. I don't hear I fixed it. I see a mess. I see destruction of property. I see a boy playing with dirt instead of reading. I scold him for an hour about respecting things. Tell him, we pay people to fix things, William. We don't do it ourselves. It's a waste of your potential. Daniel tries to intervene. Honey, he actually put it back together. It works better now. I shoot Daniel a look that could freeze nitrogen. It's not about the vacuum, Daniel. It's about the mindset. I don't want him thinking his value is in his hands. His value is in his head. Daniel goes back to his spreadsheet. William goes to his room. I throw the screwdriver in the junk drawer and lock it. Middle school years. The gap widens. William is a physical kid. Broad shoulders, heavy hands, can't sit still. School is torture for him. He's smart, tests well in math and physics, but he refuses to do the busy work. I'm constantly in the principal's office defending him, but also berating him in the car ride home. Why did you get a C in English? You articulate yourself perfectly well at home. It was an essay on feelings, Mum. It's stupid. Feelings are not stupid, William. Emotional labor is the currency of the future. He rolls his eyes and puts his headphones on. He starts hanging out with the wrong crowd. Not druggies or criminals. Worse, the shop kids. Boys who wear Carhartt jackets unironically and talk about carburetors. I hate them. They track mud into my foyer. They smell like stale tobacco and engine oil. They look regressive. I ban them from the house. Tell William, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Do you want to be a mechanic, or do you want to be a CEO? He looks at me, deadpan. Mechanics fix the CEO's car, Mum. If they don't fix it, the CEO doesn't get to work. Don't be smart with me. CEOs can buy a new car. Mechanics can't buy a new back when they're 40 and broken. I thought I was teaching him ambition. I was teaching him resentment. High school, junior year, the pressure cooker. I hire a private college counselor, expensive lady named Janet. We map out his trajectory. Liberal arts colleges in the Northeast. Small class sizes, focus on sociology, political science, environmental law. Places that mold thought leaders. William sits in these meetings like a prisoner of war, staring out the window at the parking lot. Janet asks him, William, what are your passions? William says, I like seeing how things are built. Structural integrity, load bearing. I interrupt. He means architecture. He wants to be an architect. William stays silent. Janet nods. Architecture is a long path, lots of theory. Very prestigious. William just sighs. That summer, he gets a job without telling me. I find out when he comes home at 6 p.m. carrying a hard hat, working for a local general contractor hauling lumber. I almost faint. You are quitting that job immediately. No. First time he's ever flat out defied me. I like it. I like being outside. I like being tired at the end of the day. Plus, the money is real. It's minimum wage, William. It's slave labor. It's $18 an hour to start, Mum, and I'm learning how to frame a wall. I turn to Daniel. Back me up here. Daniel looks at his son, then at me. It's good exercise, Allison. Keeps him out of trouble. I feel betrayed on all sides. I spend the whole summer making passive-aggressive comments. Every time he comes home sweating, I make a show of spraying air freshener. You smell like sweat and cheap plywood. Go shower before you touch anything. I treat his work clothes like hazardous waste. Wash them separately. I want him to feel the shame of the dirt. Want him to realize that this life is beneath him. He never complains, just showers, eats like a horse, and goes to sleep. He looks happier than I've ever seen him, and that makes me furious. Senior year, the decision. Applications are due. I've filled out most of them for him. He comes into the kitchen one night. I'm drinking wine, looking over the Common App portal. He drops a pamphlet on the island, North State Technical Institute. I laugh, a harsh, barking laugh. Is this a joke? No, they have a 2-year program, HVAC, high voltage electrical plumbing certification, guaranteed apprenticeship placement. I can be making 6 figures in 4 years with 0 debt. I push the pamphlet off the counter like it's a bug. It flutters to the floor. William, look at me. Look at this house. Look at the life we have. Do you think we got this by unclogging toilets? It's not just toilets, Mum. It's infrastructure. It's vital. It is service work. I slam my hand on the granite. It is for people who didn't have your opportunities. People die to have your access, your safety net, and you want to throw it away to be a grunt? I'm not a grunt. It's skilled labor. It is dirty work. It breaks your body. By 50, you will be deaf, hunched over, and surrounded by uneducated rednecks who think reading a book is bad. Is that what you want? He gets quiet. Face goes red. I'd rather be around them than people who smile to your face and stab you in the back like your work friends. That stung. I stand up. Here is the deal. I am your mother. I control the finances. If you go to that trade school, you pay for it yourself. You live somewhere else. I will not subsidize mediocrity. Mediocrity? Yes. Wasting a brain like yours on manual labor is mediocrity. It is a sin against your potential. Daniel is in the corner, cleaning a dish, pretending he's invisible. William looks at Daniel. Dad? Daniel stops scrubbing, looks at me. Sees the fire in my eyes, looks down. Listen to your mother, William. She knows the corporate world better than we do. Get the degree. You can always tinker later. William's face falls. It's the look of total defeat. He picks up the pamphlet from the floor, throws it in the trash. Fine, I'll go to state. I felt a rush of victory, thought I had saved him from himself. Poured another glass of wine, toasted to his future. Didn't notice that he didn't say goodnight. Freshman year, State University, Business Administration major. I set him up in the nicest dorm, bought him a MacBook Pro, new wardrobe, meal plan, texted him daily. How are classes? Are you rushing a fraternity? Networking is key. Replies are one-word answers. Fine. Okay. Busy. Grades come back after first semester. 2.1 GPA. I drive up there to intervene. Take him to lunch. He looks pale, soft, miserable. William, you have to apply yourself. This is the foundation of your life. I hate it, Mum. I hate sitting in lecture halls listening to people who have never run a business talk about business. It's all theory. Theory is how you understand the world. You have to endure the grunt work to get the corner office. I'd rather do actual grunt work. Stop it. We are past that. I leave thinking I got through to him. Spring semester, radio silence. I call, he doesn't pick up. I email, no reply. I check his bank account, I still had access. See charges at AutoZone, Home Depot, a lumber yard. Confused. Why is he buying lumber in a dorm room? May comes around, finals week. I get a letter in the mail from the university, academic probation, and then a withdrawal notice. He dropped out 3 months ago, didn't tell us. I scream so loud the dog hides under the sofa. Call his phone, straight to voicemail. Daniel comes home, sees the letter. He quit. He quit. He threw it all away. Door opens. William walks in, carrying a duffel bag and a toolbox. He looks different, tired but distinct. I'm done, Mum. Don't yell. I'm just done. You are ungrateful. You are spoiled. Do you know how much money we wasted? I'll pay you back, every cent. With what money? Your plumber money? Yes, not under this roof. I told you the rules. I was bluffing, mostly, wanted him to beg, Wanted him to realize he needed me. He didn't blink. Okay, I figured you'd say that. He turns around. William, if you walk out that door, you are on your own. No insurance, no phone plan, no car payments. Nothing. I know. The car is in your name. Keys are on the table. He drops the key fob, walks out. Daniel starts to go after him. I grab Daniel's arm. No. Let him go. He needs to learn. He'll be back in a month when he realizes he can't eat pride. We watched him walk down the driveway, get into a beat-up rusted truck that was waiting at the curb. Someone else was driving. He didn't look back. That was 5 years ago. The silence. Year 1. I wait for the call. It doesn't come. I stalk his social media. He deletes his Facebook. His Instagram is private. Daniel tries to call him. William changed his number. I tell my friends he's taking time to find himself in Europe. It sounds chic, privileged. They nod and say, "Oh, how wonderful. Travel is the best education." Inside, I'm seething. I feel like a failure, but I mask it with anger. If he wants to be a laborer, let him see how hard it is. Let him struggle. Year 3. My career hits a snag. Publishing is dying. Digital media is taking over. I'm 50 now. The Changemaker bio looks dated. Younger women are coming in. 25-year-olds who code, who understand algorithms. They look at me like I'm a relic. My salary is high. My output is traditional. I start getting left off email chains, start getting invited to fewer strategy meetings. Stress is eating me alive. I come home and the house is falling apart, literally. The deck is rotting, the master bath faucet leaks constantly, a drip 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 that mocks me. Daniel tries to fix the leak, floods the vanity. We have to hire a plumber. Guy comes in, charges $180 an hour. I treat him like a servant. Hover over him, make sure you don't scratch the tile. He ignores me, fixes it in 20 minutes, hands me the bill. I write the check with a shaking hand. I hate him, because I wonder if he knows William. I wonder if my son is out there fixing the home of some other judgmental mother. Year 5. The crisis. Rumors of a buyout at work. Our building, a historic high-rise downtown, is crumbling. Management has neglected it for years. Elevators break weekly. AC is spotty. New investors are circling. If we get bought, I'm redundant. I know it. I need to look indispensable. I pour myself into a new campaign, working 60-hour weeks, stress-eating vending machine snacks. I feel heavy, tired, old. And then the AC dies. July, 95 degrees with 90% humidity. Our floor is a greenhouse. Windows don't open. People are sweating through their suits. Productivity halts. CEO is furious. Get it fixed. I don't care what it costs. Building management says it's a catastrophic failure of the main cooling tower. Needs a total retrofit. Going to take weeks. We are working in a sauna. I'm trying to pitch a client on Zoom. Sweat running down my temple. Client looks concerned. Are you okay, Allison? You look flushed. Humiliating. The construction contractors arrive the next day. It's a massive operation. Cranes outside, crews in the hallways. Noise is deafening. Hammer drills, sawzalls, shouting. I'm trying to focus on a spreadsheet. Drill hits the wall right behind my head. I scream, slam my laptop shut, storm out into the hallway. Dust everywhere. Plastic sheeting taped up over the carpets. I see a guy in a yellow vest carrying a bundle of conduit. Excuse me, can you people keep it down? We are trying to run a business here. He stops, looks at me through safety glasses. Structural retrofit, ma'am. Drilling through concrete. Gonna be loud. Well, schedule it for the night. Union rules. We work 7 to 3. He walks away. I'm shaking with rage. Go to the break room to splash water on my face. Sink is taped off. Out of order. Mainline repair. I almost cry. I see a pair of boots sticking out from under the sink cabinet. Work boots. Red Wings. Worn but expensive. Quality leather. Not the cheap stuff the other guys wear. Person is deep in the cabinet, welding something. Smell of ozone and flux. I tap my heel on the floor. Hello? How long is this sink going to be down? I need water. Voice from the cabinet, muffled. Just finishing the joint. Give me 2 minutes. Voice sounds familiar. Deep, resonant, calm. It triggers something in my lizard brain. Guy slides out, sits up, pushes his welding mask up, takes off a respirator, shakes his hair out. It's William. Time stops. Sound of the drills fades away. I'm staring. He's huge. Filled out. Beard, thick and trimmed close. Wearing a grey t-shirt soaked in sweat. But he doesn't look gross. He looks capable. Powerful. Muscles in his forearms shift as he puts the torch down. He looks at me. Eyes are cool, unbothered. Hello, Mother. Not Mum. Mother. I gasp, hand to my chest. William? You're working here? I look at his vest. No company logo. Just a name patch. W. Spencer. Foreman. Foreman, I blurt out. Yeah, running the plumbing crew for the retrofit. I feel a wave of nausea and shame or pride. I don't know, mostly confusion. You're fixing the sink. I'm fixing the main riser. Sink is just access. He stands up, towers over me. He used to slouch. Now he stands like he owns the space. Wipes his hands on a rag. How have you been? You look tired. The audacity. I am working myself to death, William. Trying to save my department. And the noise is ruining everything. He nods. Construction is messy. Progress usually is. So this is it. You're a plumber? You crawl under sinks for a living? I can't help it. The old script comes out. I want to hurt him for leaving me. Want to minimize him so I can feel big again. He doesn't flinch, just smirks. I solve problems. Water doesn't flow uphill, Mum. Physics doesn't care about your job title. If I don't do this, your building is uninhabitable. You're welcome. He checks his watch. I have to check on the crew on 12. Nice seeing you. He picks up his gear, walks out. Didn't ask about Daniel. Didn't ask to come home. Dismissed me like a vendor. I stand there by the broken sink, furious. He thinks he's so smart. He's still just a laborer. I go back to my office and check his name online. Can't find much. Just a generic LinkedIn, project lead, Apex Mechanical. Apex Mechanical. Sounds big, probably just a cog in a machine. I tell myself I'm glad. He hit his ceiling. He's covered in grime while I'm in a suit. Order is restored in my mind. 3 months later, October. The retrofit is done. AC is humming perfectly, but the business is dead. The buyout happens. A private equity firm acquires the building and the publishing house. Double whammy. Rumors fly. They're going to gut the staff. They're going to convert the building to luxury lofts. We're all fired. CEO calls an all-hands meeting. The new ownership group is here to assess the assets. Everyone looks sharp. We need to prove the viability of our tenancy. I wear my power suit. Red blazer, heels, pearls. I'm ready to fight for my existence. We gather in the conference room. Glass walls, view of the city. CEO is sweating. Enter the lawyers. Suits, briefcases, shark eyes. And then, the principal owner walks in last, wearing a navy suit that costs more than my car. Custom fit. No tie, top button open, shoulders stretching the fabric. He looks familiar. Beard is trimmed sharper now. He's holding a tablet. He looks up, locks eyes with me. It's William. I literally stumble, grab the back of a chair. CEO rushes forward. Mr. Spencer, welcome. We are so honored to have you touring the facility. Mr. Spencer. William nods, shakes the CEO's hand firmly. Doesn't even look at his hand, just dominant. Thanks, Bob. Let's cut the chase. I know this building inside out. My crew's just spent 4 months inside the walls. CEO looks confused. Your crews? William gestures to the lawyer. I own Apex Mechanical. We did the retrofit. I liked the bones of the building. So when I heard it was distressed, I bought the note. Silence. Absolute vacuum of sound. My brain is misfiring. He owns the company that fixed the AC? No, he owns the building. He looks at me. Hello again, Allison. CEO looks at me. You know Mr. Spencer? I can't speak. Mouth is dry as sand. William answers for me. She's a tenant. We have history. He walks over to the window, taps the glass. Single pane. Terrible insulation. We're losing 40% of our thermal efficiency here. He turns to the room. This floor plan is obsolete. Too many cubicles, too many private offices blocking the light. We're going to gut the 14th floor, convert it to open concept tech incubators. CEO goes pale. Got it? But our lease, my team. William looks at his tablet. Your lease expires in 30 days. We aren't renewing. The publishing industry is volatile. I need stable tenants. Tech, biotech, green energy. That's the future. He looks at me, directly at me. You can't build a future on old foundations. Sometimes you have to tear it down and start fresh. Right, mother? The word hangs in the air. Everyone turns to look at me. The shame is hot and liquid. He just evicted me, in front of my boss, in front of my team, and he called me mother, not out of love, but to underline the power dynamic. He is the landlord, I am the squatter. William. I whisper. You can't just throw us out. It's business. It's not personal. You taught me that. He smiles, a cold professional smile. Emotional labor doesn't pay the mortgage. Rent does. He turns to his lawyer. Send them the vacate notice. They have until the 1st. He walks out, doesn't look back. The suits follow him. I am left standing in the ruins of my career, owned by the boy I told was worthless. 2 weeks later, I'm packing my office, cardboard boxes everywhere. I find the old photo of William at 8, before the vacuum incident. I stare at it. I cry. Not because I miss him, but because I was wrong, and I hate being wrong. I walk to the parking garage with my box, past a group of construction guys taking a break. They're laughing, drinking coffee. One of them is a young kid, maybe 19, dirty, covered in drywall dust. He sees me crying, tips his hard hat. Have a good one, Mom. I look at him. I see William. I almost tell him go to college, but I stop. I look at the truck behind him, Apex Mechanical. Starting pay $32 an hour plus benefits plus pension. I get in my leased Audi. I can't afford to renew it. I drive home. The house is quiet. Daniel is in the backyard. I walk out. He's sitting on a lawn chair, staring at the rotting deck. I got fired, Daniel. He nods, doesn't look surprised. I heard. William called me. My head snaps up. He called you? Yeah. He calls me every Sunday, has for years. My stomach drops. You knew he was successful? Daniel looks at me, eyes sad, tired. I knew he was happy. That's all I cared about. He told me not to tell you, said you wouldn't respect it until you had to. He owns the building, Daniel. He's a millionaire. He runs a construction empire. Daniel shrugs. He's a good mechanic, best I've ever seen. I sink into the chair next to him. The wood creaks ominously. I look at my hands. Manicured, soft. I look at the deck, rotting, unstable. I forbade him from doing dirty work. Yeah, you did. And now he's the only one with clean hands. Daniel hands me a beer. Cheap domestic can. I take it. Crack it open. It tastes bitter. It tastes like reality. I sit there as the sun goes down, realizing that while I was trying to break the glass ceiling, my son was building the skyscraper.